Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, the host of this show where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. In closing an investor, you'll need to provide basic documents about the business to prospective investors for their due diligence. There are several key documents you need for your diligence box, or what some call a data room. These include income statements, balance sheets, cash flow statements, with assumptions outlined. This shows the current financial status of the business. Discussion of distribution channels, as the investor wants to know how you'll distribute the product. Historical and projected headcount by function and location. This is your plan for hiring. Summary biographies of senior management. This is who is currently on the team. Entity filings. Are you an LLC or a C Corp? List of material patents, copyrights, licenses, and trademarks. This is a summary of your intellectual property. And then cap table. Who are the current owners of the stock? And finally, 3 to 5 year financial projections. What is your planned use of funds and projected outcome? It's best to gather these documents into one place before you launch your fundraise. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up something today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for the basis of investment decisions.